function operations. We're going to take any two functions, and with those two functions, you'll be able to create a new function. For example, here we've got f of x and g of x. We're going to combine these functions using our four basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to get an h of x. For example number one, h of x is going to be f plus g of x, or f of x plus g of x. What that's going to be is 2x for my f of x plus x plus 1 from g of x. Combine like terms, and that gives me 3x plus 1. If I'm subtracting f of x minus g of x, that's going to be 2x minus x plus 1. Notice I put g of x in parentheses both times because the subtraction, it's fine with subtraction because we're going to be subtracting x and 1. So this becomes 2x minus 1, which equals x minus 1. If we're multiplying the two functions, f of x times g of x, we'll have 2x from the f of x times x plus 1. You'll need to distribute the 2x to both terms in g of x, which gives you 2x squared plus 2x. The last operation we can do is division. F of x, which is 2x, divided by g of x, which is x plus 1. You'll be happy to know that you do not have to actually divide it, you only have to simplify them. There's nothing here that can be simplified, so that's all we have to do without number 4. Okay, looking at another example. We've got f of x and g of x here, and I want to add f of x plus g of x. That's going to give me x squared plus 5 for my f of x plus 3x minus 1 for my g of x. I'll combine like terms. There's no other x squared, so this becomes x squared. There's no other x term other than 3x, so plus 3x. And then I have 5 minus 1, which is 4. If I'm subtracting, I have x squared plus 5 minus, the parentheses, 3x minus 1. That subtraction needs to go to both terms. So this becomes x squared minus 3x. And then 5 minus a negative 1, which becomes 5 plus 1, which is 6. To multiply these two terms, that's going to give me x squared plus 5 times 3x minus 1. Now I have a binomial times a binomial. So that's where we come into the distribution or FOIL, whichever you're comfortable with, or the box method if you want, where we're multiplying first, which gives me 3x cubed, outside, which gives me minus x squared, inside, which gives me plus 15x, and last, which gives me negative 5. This can't be simplified, so that's my final answer. If we're dividing these two, I have x squared plus 5 divided by 3x minus 1. This can't be simplified, so this is all you have. Another example, f of x plus g of x when f of x is 2x cubed plus x to the negative 1. These cannot be combined. There are no like terms, so that is your final answer. F of x minus g of x, 2x cubed minus x to the negative 1. Again, no like terms, so that's my final answer. If I'm multiplying 2x cubed times x to the negative 1. Remember, we multiply coefficients, which gives me 2. And then when I multiply variables, I add their exponents. So 3 minus 1 is 2. When I'm dividing, I have 2x cubed over x to the negative 1. This can be simplified. Remember, when we're dividing, we subtract exponents. So it's 3 minus the negative 1, which becomes 2x to the 4. One last example, f of x plus g of x, 2x minus 2, and this should be an x cubed here, plus 3x cubed plus 5x squared. There are no like terms, so we'll just write it in standard form. 3x cubed plus 5x squared plus 2x minus 2. When I'm subtracting, I've got 2x minus 2 minus negative 3x cubed plus 5x squared. So that's going to be distribute that negative to both of those. So 2x minus 2 plus 3x cubed minus 5x squared. I put it in standard form. This becomes 3x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 2. I just realized that instead this was supposed to be a negative 3x cubed, so that would be a negative 3x cubed there. The next one is multiplication. So 2x minus 2 times negative 3x cubed plus 5x squared. Distribution or FOIL, or you can use box. I distribute. That gives me negative 6x to the 4th plus 2x cubed plus 6x cubed minus 10x squared. When I simplify these terms, I get negative 6x to the 4th plus 16x cubed minus 10x squared. And then to divide, I have 2x minus 2 divided by negative 3x cubed plus 5x squared. Sometimes you're going to have to factor out a greatest common factor, and then that will simplify. On this one, if I factored out a 2, there's no 2 on the bottom to simplify with. If I factored out an x squared from the bottom, there's no x on top. So that would be the bottom answer there. And that's how you do your function operation.